Previously, I've talked about how to get clients on Instagram long term. Today, I will teach you how to nail down a client on Instagram as soon as possible. Let's go. There are two ways to get clients on Instagram: inbound and outbound. In a nutshell, inbound is waiting for people to reach out to you, whilst outbound is you actively reaching out to people. I made a whole video on inbound marketing on Instagram, which you can check out right here. But today we are going to be focusing on how to get clients on Instagram utilizing outbound marketing. I will break down the process of getting clients in 7 steps. Step number 1 is creating a customer avatar. In order to be selling effectively, you need to know who you're selling to. Start by understanding the demographic information. For example, what is the location that these people are living in? What is their age, etc. Afterwards, dive deeper into what challenges they're facing, as well as what are their main pain points. And lastly, understand what their goals and values are, so your services can help them reach their vision. Gathering this information about your customers will allow you to proceed with my 7-step process a lot easier. After you've researched your audience, you also want to research your competitors. After all, you don't want to be offering the same services as everybody else out there. Let me show you how to research your competitors on Instagram effectively. Here is exactly how to research your competitors on Instagram. The first thing that you need to do is actually start typing in for general keywords in the search bar of Instagram. Let's say that we are searching for branding services. So we are typing in branding, we are clicking on the people who show up, we are visiting their links in bio, and we are looking at what type of services they are offering. That way we can understand better what are the offers of others and not replicate them. Let's try out design, for example. Again, typing in design, visiting a few of the first profiles that show up, clicking their links in bio, and looking at what type of services they are offering. So I hope that this has been helpful. Let's jump back in the video. Now that we have information on our audience as well as competitors, we can actually get started on creating our own offers.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for!
I recommend you following this 3-step funnel. Start off on top of the funnel with an attention gathering offer, such as a lead magnet book, in order to get people hooked on what you can offer, as well as gather emails which you can later retarget. The next step in your funnel is creating a low-end offer, such as a digital product or consultations. You want this offer to be a maximum of $500. And lastly, you need a high-end offer. This is the bottom of the funnel, which usually has the least amount of people get to it, but because the price you're charging is higher, it makes it worth your while. You can offer do-it-for-you services, master classes, and in-depth coaching in this section of your funnel. The next step is building relationships. Most people skip this step, and that is the reason why they don't close as many deals on social media as possible. What they do is that they find businesses on Instagram and they start shouting their offers out there. But that way they are competing with everybody else who is doing the exact same thing. One thing which I consider from personal experience is that when a business is receiving dozens and dozens of emails with different pitches, if you actually spend some time building relationship with that person, becoming part of their Instagram community, purchasing their product and experiencing it firsthand, later on in your communication, when you mention these things, you can get a lot further ahead than everybody else who is trying to sell to that same business. After you've built relationships with your target businesses, you can move on to the next step. Step number 5. Now, don't go all Godfather on your potential clients. Having said that, you can go all Godfather on the like button by smashing it. But make sure when you're pitching for the first time, you make it a no-brainer for clients to accept your deal. In order to do that, your offer needs to be frictionless. And if you want to do that, you have to offer a big upside and a really small risk. Here's what you can say to potential client in order to do that. Hey, business name, I have been interacting with your business and have become a part of its community. Especially loved X, Y, and Z that you're doing. Having said that, I couldn't help but notice that there is a lot of potential money you're leaving on the table by not focusing on your expertise. I'd love to discuss some of the ways I can help you in a short 15-minute call whenever you're available in the next 7 days. Would that be too much for me to ask? What we are doing with this DM is, first we're making sure that we're building rapport with the customers in the first line. Afterwards, we are also mentioning that there is a huge upside if they decide to take a short 15-minute call with us. And lastly, our call to action is super subtle. We are not forcing anything, we're just asking a question. Step number 6 is where you close the deal. You don't want to be closing in the DMs, you want to get people on a call in which you explain what are your services specifically, you cater them to the specific client, and you set up the right expectations for him. By providing actual value and highlighting where their business is leaving money on the table for free in the call, you're setting yourself up for success. But before popping those champagne bottles and celebrating, you need to understand that sales is a numbers game. And that is why you need to implement step number 7, rinse and repeat. You might not get a response the first time you send a DM, you might not close the first deal you get on a call with. Having said that, it is extremely important that you stay consistent. The same way I am staying consistent with my YouTube channel and asking you to click that subscribe button as well as the notifications, as that will let you see the next video I post on dominating social media. And remember, stay brave.